just about ready to go. And today's starter, Nathan Eovaldi.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive, Semien. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's how the Red Sox line up on opening day. Chris, they're hoping for better in 2025 after some frustrations in recent years.
You got that right, Boog. They won the World Series in 2018, but then missed the playoffs in 5 of the next 6 seasons, and they haven't finished above 500 since 2021. But this is a legendary franchise, and it wouldn't be surprising to see them rebound this year.
And that's downstairs. Ball 2. That one drifts inside. And a strike to Devers. 1 out, bases empty. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. To the right side, Semien. The throw to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out. Here's Alex Bregman. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Garcia makes the catch, and that'll do it. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back at Globe Life Field, and starting in this one, Garrett Crochet. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, you're going to see good velocity between the 4-seam fastball and the cutter. Better be ready to hit. It's going to be fairly straight, but just because it's straight doesn't mean it's easy to get the barrel on it.
Bottom of the first. Here's the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics, and by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. And a big swing and a miss.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Missed with a changeup. Ball 3. Swing Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Here's Corey Seager. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Let's take a look at the Texas Rangers lineup for opening day. Singy, last year was a frustrating one after their World Series win in 2023.
Definitely, Boog, and a lot of that was due to injuries to the pitching staff. Only 2 pitchers made 20 or more starts for him. With some better injury luck in 2025, they could be right back in the mix of contenders.
And that's outside. And that's ball 2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Top of the second, stepping in, Tristan Casas.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's down and away. And that one is inside.
Boog, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He sends it out of here. The Red Sox score first. It's 1-0.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Trevor Story. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Well, just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here on opening day. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And here's the moment a lot of fans wanted to see. The top prospect in baseball comes to the plate for his major league debut. Number 28. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That's down and in. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Pilar makes the grab for the second out.
That is 7. The right fielder, Wilyer.
2 down, bases
Abreu.
empty. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Connor.
So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. Up and
Ball
in, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one ripped, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him swinging. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back in Arlington, and now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. That one found hard the other way. And El Bumby is kept in check with the K. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And there's the ball.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Josh Young.
That's ball 2. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. Kevin Pillar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down in the corner. Berger rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in. We're tied at 1.
Well done. Drives in the run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One out, runner at second. And now the center fielder, Kevin Pillar. The next offering misses. 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
2-2 now.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Duran on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Batting 8th, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Up next for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to Casas. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Rangers get 1 on the RBI double. All even now at 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning, and stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Out to short. Now he launches a throw over his head, and this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Now batting Jarren Duran. Fastball is outside.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Down the line, and it's foul. Rafaela leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first, and 1 away in the top of the third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
High leverage spot, and here comes the dangerous Rafael Devers.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That one missing inside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one misses. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And in this critical spot, up steps Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now batting Tristan Casas. That one missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
Trevor Story in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Three-two, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 4-1. The crowd is absolutely devastated here in Texas.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. That'll be it for Nathan Eovaldi, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Jacob
Rangers,
Webb taking over on the mound.
number 71.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Here's Trevor Story now. Next offering is downstairs. That's down and in. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Luke Jackson up and loosening in the pen. Milner warming up as well. Line drive caught. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 4-1. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Josh Smith. The Rangers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ripped to short. Story sends it over to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Those plays can be tricky. They're
Now
routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Simeon.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Ball to strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
So now it's Corey Seager outside low, 2-2. Red Sox leading it by 2. And that's outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Rangers,
Wyatt Langford getting ready to hit.
Wyatt Langford.
Red Sox by 2.
Hey!
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Abreu squeezes it. That is the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-2. Back at Globe Life Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, number 28. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now that
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So a man aboard. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. 2 outs. Fastball in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. And a good eye there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And the Red Sox leave 1. But they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Aroldis Chapman.
Now pitching for
And we all know about his slider. It's
Number
just
44.
filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now it's the right
Leading up
fielder,
for the
Adolis
Rangers,
Garcia.
The right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Outside, 2-1. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And there's a ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to
Now
get
batting,
up, clean
the first
exchange to
baseman,
throw a strike
Jake
across the diamond. And what a
Berger.
tremendous play.
Next up for Texas, Jake Berger. And down on strikes. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
And here is Josh Young.
Young.
And that one misses up and in. 2-1.
1 strike.
That one missed. Kevin Pillar would be next if they can extend the inning.
Exactly the kind of bat you need in a clutch situation like this. Got to do whatever it takes to give him a chance.
2 down, nobody on. And that's outside at his ball 4, and he's on base. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Now batting,
Oh, that's a
center
really good
fielder,
take right
Kevin.
there. And that's just mentally
Ball.
prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
So they turn to their closer, Zach Kelly.
These are the spots relievers
Now
really
pitching
make a
for
name for
Boston.
themselves. Late
Number
and close.
76.
There's not much margin for error,
Zach
but at the same time, there's a
Kelly.
reason they're put in these situations.
Here's Kevin Pillar. On the ground right side. And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Making
Now
a move
running
at
at
second
second
base.
base.
Entering as the pinch runner,
Number
Ezekiel
20.
Duran.
Ezekiel.
And now
Duran.
Kyle Higashioka. So the tying run at second. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. That one felt good. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 5-4. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front of a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
So 2 down. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Just off the outside part of the plate. Inside. And the count is filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
puts it in the air out towards left center. Duran makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3-run shot for Texas this inning. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now into the game, Ezekiel Duran. He's the new third baseman.
Now playing third base, number 20.
Chris Martin on to try and close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And here is Devers. Fastball for a strike. And that's a strikeout looking. Only one out left for the Red Sox.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's Alex Bregman. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.